You can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. Zig Ziglar. Welcome to the Durham Talents channel. My name is Jesse Durham. Welcome for another installment of our quote series where we address some quote and relate it to the infinite banking concept. Today's quote is from the famous, the wonderful, the motivator himself, Mr. Zig Ziglar. He said, "You can have everything in life you want as long as you help enough other people get what they want." I love this saying and this man for so many reasons. My actual regret is that I was alive when he was still here, this side of paradise, and I regret that I did not have the wherewithal to try and make sure to be somewhere where he was speaking live to hear him. But I've enjoyed his audio tapes. I've read many of Zig Ziglar's books, and I do love this saying, and I love that it's true. It's so very applicable to discussing. Let's just start with whole life insurance. To take the initiative to go out and protect your family, or to protect a business partner, or protect someone that you are very interested in their financial well-being. Just to preface, just to start with, that's a beautiful thing for you to take the initiative to pay premiums to account for the financial experience that they would otherwise have to deal with without you mitigating that risk of an early graduation, of your passing sooner than we would want. That's a beautiful thing. That's the most loving thing, the most caring thing that I can think of. And then if we walk that out another step and we realize that, you know, what we endorse here on this channel, what I promote is the idea that you could become your own banker by procuring whole life policies that have been properly structured, with a mutual company that pays dividends. And the mutual company aspect of that just simply means, if you're vetting this idea for the first time, that you're part owner of that company. So every commercial bank receives dividends, profits, they're earning money. We don't see that there because it is the bank owners that receive that. And even in stock companies, the individuals that own stock in that company receive dividends. You can receive dividends in the New York Exchange stock market and whatnot. So whereas with a mutual life insurance company, by being a policy owner, you're part owner of that company. So you get to experience, along with the other members of that company, the other owners of that company, the general benefits of performance. So dividends, for example, they're not guaranteed, but those are paid from the general performance of the company. And that is paid to the owners of the company, which are the policy owners. So what we're seeing is what Nash described as people privately contracting with another. Me asking for my next policy is me asking that company to insure me, for example, to the benefit of my wife and my sons and our daughter. And so we are privately contracting together. They're interested in me being able to perform the only part of this contract that I'm going to be subject to, which is paying the premiums. And then everything else, the guaranteed cash values that I can access and leverage, the death benefit from this permanent whole life insurance that I'm procuring, all of that is on the insurance company to perform. And we're privately contracting with each other to be able to bring this about. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And of course, everything that Nash endorsed in us planning and thinking and acting intergenerationally, I think plays into what Zig Ziglar said so very well. We can have everything that we want if we'll just help enough other people get what they want. Well, by me seeking to protect my family, business partners, or whomever, by getting enough life, and I can't get enough. I'm constantly working on that, getting more and more protection on myself. But by me accounting for that risk and looking to mitigate that risk, I give a death benefit that'll be a tax-free transfer of wealth. I obtain so many living benefits for myself by being the owner. So by looking out for my family, of course, I give us a lot of benefits in the here and now. And that's what Nash said too, was that if we'll account for our need of finance, we'll ultimately end up with more death benefit than we could have otherwise have been underwritten for originally. So I love the feeling behind this saying of helping enough other people. You know, there's another old saying that says, as ye sow, so shall ye reap. And I think that plays into that same sentiment. So this has been one of my favorite sayings for years now. I'd love to hear what one of your favorite sayings are. And if it's one you'd like us to cover on the channel, we'd especially like to be able to hear that. And if you would like to have a conversation about how to implement the infinite banking concept into your household or your business or your investing, then you can reach us at 828-817-4223. You can email durhamtalents@gmail.com. This has been a great pleasure for me. I look forward to our next conversation. Have a great day. Take care. Whole life policies that have been properly structured, with a mutual company that pays dividends. And I'll see you at the top.